The search is over. This might be the perfect camera for biking adventures. It's a brand new Insta360 Go Ultra and it's truly tiny, which means it can be mounted anywhere discreetly on a bike or your body, yet the image quality is superb given how small and light it is. What better way to put the new camera through its paces than to go for a ride on my local trails on a nice giant Revolt test bike. I've been using the camera for the last few months on all my rides here in the Cotswolds and further afield on road bikes and gravel bikes, and it has become a really useful camera in my arsenal of cameras. The small size, the convenience and the versatility to mount it anywhere on a bike or body with no weight really is just fantastic. While it's clearly very small, it has grown in size compared to the previous and still available Go 3S. But for the bigger size, you get a big bump in video quality, and it's still smaller than a regular action camera like a GoPro Hero 13, which is bulky and heavy when mounted on the bike or your body. We'll come back to a GoPro Go Ultra comparison in a few minutes. So the size increase has allowed the company to pack in a larger sensor for better image quality, and it now shoots in 4K up to 60 frames per second. 4K from something that small is just astounding. Plus, you get a wider field of view, 156 degrees to be precise, which is great for cycling, allowing you to capture everything that's happening in front of you, including your handlebars and arms when you're battling down a trail or racing your mates on a chain gang. So it gives a very immersive experience, which is great for that point of view which the camera offers. Plus, the stabilization is incredible. You can ride off-road on your gravel or mountain bike down the rougher trails, and it's silky, silky smooth. But the real novel feature is this, the Action Pod. It turns it into a more conventional camera with a similar form factor to the Ace Pro 2 or a Hero 13 from GoPro. So two cameras in one. So more flexibility, just give you more options for filming how you want to film whatever you're doing with a camera like this. And the Action Pod does several things. It increases battery life for a longer runtime, and you have a flip up screen like on the Ace Pro 2, so you can talk to the camera if you're doing a vlog, and you've got more mounting options, and it does operate like a mini camera. You have a small grip there, so you really can use it like a little tiny camera. So really cool, really cute. And you press a button on the side and that removes in a second, and that got its own mounting tabs as well. So plenty of options to mount it how you want, where you want, when you want. The runtime of the Go Ultra on its own is about 70 minutes and increases to 200 minutes when used in the Action Pod in 1080 or 170 in 4K. The runtime isn't amazing compared to a bigger camera like the Ace Pro 2, but you can pop it in there, which will charge that up and give you that longer runtime. And you charge via USB-C from 0 to 80% in just 12 minutes, which is super, super impressive. And have a battery bank with you and you can charge it very easily. You sadly can't replace the battery on this camera like you can on the bigger Ace Pro 2, which has a battery cover, lets you pop out the battery for spares. So that's one limitation, but the runtime should be enough for most people. And in my use, the runtime is pretty close to the company's claims for the battery life. And I use it all day because when I'm filming, I'm doing short bursts of 20 or 30 seconds, not doing minutes and minutes and hours of filming. So using it for short bursts and then editing that video when I get home. And we'll talk about how easy editing is in a few minutes. The beauty of the camera is how small and light it is and how easy it is to mount to a bike. So if you're doing a race, a road race or gravel race, this is ideal. And my favorite accessory is this one here, a little plastic bracket. You pop it in there and then use a GoPro adapter underneath the handlebar on the out front mount, like the K-Edge on my MV handlebar. And that just sits below the handlebar and that'll capture all your racing action really easy. Press a button to start recording. Doesn't weigh anything. People won't notice it. You might lose half a watt of drag, but that is really super cool and one of the easiest ways to capture racing if you want to capture your racing, whether cyclocross, mountain bike or road racing. There are loads of accessories for different activities and sports as well, and one really neat one that comes with the camera is this. It's a necklace with a magnet which you pop on your t-shirt or jersey and it clips on. I mean, look how cool that is. So if you're doing anything where you want that point of view action frame, like on the bike, the handlebars, or you're cooking, dancing, whatever it might be. This gets that point of view, really immersive, puts the viewer in the position you're in on the bike or wherever it is, and just gives you that flexibility, and it comes off really easy as well. So really cool. You can mount it vertically as well or horizontally. So bish bosh, really good. And there are loads of mounts and accessories for the camera. You can also put it back in the action pod, and you've got the 2 tabs on the bottom to mount to any device, tripod. One small grumble for me is the mounting interface is different to the one on the Ace Pro 2, which means you can't use the really clever magnetic system they have here. And if that was the same mounting system, it would give you more flexibility, as I have lots of mounts for the Ace Pro 2 for the chest mount, on the helmet, on the bike, but sadly this isn't compatible, which seems a bit of a missed opportunity really. So that would have been a nice move to have that same mounting system. When it comes to image quality, it's subjective, but to my eyes, the video looks fantastic. Really sharp, detailed, good colors, saturation. It deals with highlights and the shadows really well. Nice smooth motion and excellent stabilization too. 4K is just phenomenal from a camera so small. Sadly, when exporting to YouTube, I film everything in 4K here on the channel. But when you go through the export to YouTube, there is some element of it being crunch as well. So it looks better on my computer straight from the camera than it does via YouTube, sadly. So that's worth bearing in mind if you are trying to judge the quality of the video. But generally, I think on YouTube, it looks pretty good. I have been blown away with just how good the image quality is from such a small camera. That's partly down to a new, bigger image sensor, but also helped by an ambient light sensor, which detects the surrounding light and can perform real-time color calibration. Pretty clever stuff, and does really help to deliver excellent image quality. There's also a 2x digital zoom included as an option as well, so you want to zoom in with no real loss of quality. And like on the Ace Pro 2, there's a pure video low light mode, as in all the cameras now, for filming at night time, and it does work extremely well. And there's active HDR, and you can even take 55 megapixel photos as well. So image quality is really good, but it's also a good microphone on the front that captures pretty clear audio as well if you want to talk to the camera. There's a microphone on the front and some clever software AI to remove all the background noise, the wind noise when you're riding at speed, and give that clarity you want. So you can record some decent vlogging action without any external microphones, but you can add Bluetooth microphones if you need even better audio. And then one of the best features of any Insta360 camera, whether this, the Ace Pro 2 or the X5, is the ecosystem for editing videos from your bike ride, either on the smartphone app or the desktop studio. In my opinion, and I'm not saying this because I sponsored today's video, it's the best on the market right now and does make editing a video, creating an edit from your bike ride super easy, and there are different ways you can do it. You can let AI do it for you, choose the clips you want, or add some music, some titles and transitions, and hey presto, Bob's your uncle, you have a nice edit which you can share to social media, TikTok, Instagram, wherever it is. Create reels, create YouTube videos, it's super easy. Or GoPro and do all the editing manually. So super easy, and I think they really have taken the lead in terms of how easy editing is compared to what DJI and GoPro are offering. So that is, you're buying a camera, but also worth bearing in mind that ecosystem and the ease of editing, which for me is where the Insta360 cameras generally, and this one particularly, do really stand up head and shoulders above all other cameras on the market right now. The new camera is bigger and also more expensive, and there are different kits you can choose as well. It starts with the standard combo at £370, or there's a creator combo which gets you all the accessories you might need, plus a tripod, a quick release mount and a pivot stand, which costs £410. And that pricing does put the Go Ultra just a fraction more than the GoPro Hero 13. So the pricing is punchier than before, but I think it's fairly well priced for what you get and the capability of the camera. But the Hero 13 Black is a strong competitor at £305, particularly if you want a more traditional action camera, don't mind a bulky design. And using the Go Ultra alongside the Hero 13 Black, I am genuinely blown away by the image quality from a tiny camera compared to the bulkier GoPro. This is a more versatile camera with the action pod. In fact, you can remove that. Got a flip up screen as well, and it's smaller and lighter, And the whole app ecosystem for the Insta360 is leagues ahead of the GoPro and makes it much easier and more enjoyable to create your video after you finish your bike ride with this camera versus that one there. And I've been out riding with both cameras, use the same settings, the same frame rate, the same field of view to try and capture the same sort of shot as best as possible. And I'll do some side by side to let you judge for yourself which you think is better, the GoPro or the Insta360. So drop a comment down below. So the new Go Ultra is a win for creators and people who love to film their bike rides and adventures with a versatile design that packs a real punch. The Ace Pro 2 is still my workhorse camera for the image quality and the runtime. You can change the batteries, but I've been happy using the Go Ultra for filming bike reviews and taking it on events with me for the last few months. So it's definitely an easy one for me to recommend. The only real downside is runtime, which isn't as good as the Ace Pro 2, but an obvious consequence of its tiny size. So it's not without a compromise, but the image quality and the versatility of the camera is just fantastic. So yeah, a really good camera. I've enjoyed using it, and it's a regular camera in my camera kit when filming, delivering bike reviews right here on Just Ride Bikes. So check out the camera at the link down below. There's an affiliate link, which if you click on that and buy a camera, I get a small percentage of the fee, which helps support the channel, creating videos like this. So yeah, there we go. Let me know what you think by dropping a comment down below. And if you want to see a review of the Ace Pro 2, then watch the video right up here. But that's all today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon.